back on my travels again. Come down to the south coast because we've just had loads and loads of rain here in the UK and just can't get on any land hunts. So we'll come down to my favourite spot down at Bournemouth on the south coast. I've got the CTX today and we've got the Excalibur with me as well with the SurffoneS adapter. I've got both today because of the way the tides are. I've got a high tide just before 10, so I'll be using the Excalibur at the top of the tide line. Gets me around nice and quick, and when I find the hot spots I can concentrate on them. And then for this afternoon we've got the lowest tide of the year. It's a zero tide, so I'll be using the CTX on the wet sand with a 17-inch coil, hopefully punching down in the search for the Bling Bling. So I'll catch up with you guys down on the beach, be there in a few minutes. Cheers then. Hi guys, down on the beach now. It's not looking too bad. As you can see, quite a lot of sand being blown up onto the prom there. I know there's been a lot of damage down here with the storms over the last few weeks. Now we've got a high tide just after 9, about 9:20. So I'll be forced to search all the top of the beach here on the tide line. Never normally very good, but you never know, you get a few bits and pieces. So I'll be heading down towards Bournemouth Pier, and you can see there's just on the tide line there, the wash, there's quite a few stones starting to get exposed. So what I'll probably do is just go quickly down, find the areas where the shingle's showing through, concentrate on that. If I find nothing, I'll be moving on to the next patch of shingle, and we'll be out with the big boy, the 17-inch coil this afternoon, with the low tides at about 4 o'clock. I said it's a zero tide today, so there should be plenty of beach exposed and hopefully a few gullies where we can get bits and pieces out of that's not been touched. So let's head my way off down to Bournemouth, down towards the pier there. There's the oyster catcher there just getting his breakfast. I've just had mine, so we're off on the hunt. Well guys, looks like we've got a bit of bling, a bit of bling bling. I'm just next to the steps here down onto the beach, just at the dry sand there. It looks like there's something sitting in there. Yeah, looks like a recent loss. It's a big junk earring. Oh well, can't be. Hi guys, we're at high tide now. I've been forced into doing dry sanding because I absolutely hate dry sanding because you never find anything, and it's been very true to form. We've got 3 5p's and a 1p and that old bit of tatty bling junky earring. Oh, just watch that dog there, chasing the seagull. Yeah, so just having a little rethink. There's not a lot I can do about the tide because obviously it's still coming in, so I think I'll just search along the side of these piles of sand on the way back to the car. I'm going to follow my way down, almost at Bournemouth Pier now, and then I'm just going to go along the edges of these piles of sand because you never know what might be there. I doubt it'll be very much though. So this afternoon should be better because the low tide's at 4:15 and it's a really low tide today, so I can get into the channels that are just offshore here. So I'll just carry on down to the other pier, get a cup of coffee down there, then make my way back to the car for lunch. £20p, that's about as exciting as it's got so far this morning. At last we've found a pound, get in. It's taken long enough, 3 hours before we got this one. New type of bird on me, looks like it's some sort of diver. He's struggling a little bit, so I think I'll go and rescue him. Just put him on the beach so he can dry out. I think he's a bit tired. Hi guys, just been searching along the top of the high tide line. Just spotted some rubbish at the top and some bottles. So obviously somebody's been partying last night down here. There's a lot of footprints and everything. And we've got this lovely seagull just here. And I've got a few coins out of here, obviously they've been spilt. And oh, bit of a result. We have a ring. Obviously it's a recent loss. Looks like silver. Sorry, a bit of a dry throat. See any marks in there? A bit of a clean up. A bit of photograph of it. Oh, just goes to show if you keep your eyes open, look for activity, a bit of larking about, you get your rewards. Well guys, give a bit of clean up. Yeah, it's definitely 925. Oh, it's £1.6p. And it's a nice ring out this area, just by being observant, sitting, looking for a bit of partying, a few bottles. So let's carry on up this high tide line going towards. Oh, we've got one big bug there. Seems to like to see up. Well guys, this certainly wasn't in the plan. I know it said a few showers this afternoon, but it's absolutely lashing down. Just come down for the afternoon session. I brought the Excalibur out again because the 17-inch coil on the CTX used to be totally unwieldy in this wild weather that we're having. It's just come from nowhere. I'm not even so sure we're going to get this low tide, because I know we've got a couple of hours to go till low tide, but even then it's still a bit wild. There's still a few hardy souls on the beach. You can see there, nice mad Afghan pup coming bombing down the beach there. So anyway, we'll persevere. It took 2 hours to get here, so we might as well stay for the rest of the day. So I'll catch up with you later. Well guys, it's a first old coin we got there. Elizabeth II by the looks of things. It's a ship hate me, so first old coin we've had of the day. First coin of this afternoon session, in fact. I've been going 3/4 of an hour. It's very, very quiet. Difficult to understand what's going on with this beach today. You'd expect it to be really good with the storms and the high tides and the low tides, but it seems to be the total opposite. Oh well, we'll just carry on down this line. Right. This one's a bit of a mystery. It's a good signal. It's got a silvery edge to it. I think that's what my buddy in Virginia Beach, Max Benz, refers to as a what's it. Looks interesting though. There might be a pendant stuck in there somewhere. Might be silver, I don't think so. But you never know. So we'll give that a crack open when we get home, just to see what. Oh, that was a banging signal. About 6 inches down. Pretty pendant by the looks of things. A company called Odessa. So what's in the back? True Independence. Obviously means something to someone. Oh, get that in the fines pouch. I'm absolutely freezing, but I'm going to carry on. Hi guys, persevering with this wind. Thought of the silver ring there, but it's a stainless steel toe ring. Got some writing on it, but hard to make out. See where it is. Capricorn. Oh, it's a star sign. Oh, and hopefully a few more down at this low tide mark. Oh guys, I don't know if you can see that properly in the video, but it's absolutely lashing it down, and the side detectors need to be a little bit mad. It's certainly true with me today. The only one on the beach here. I'll just keep going. Hi guys, that was a game of two halves. Today we had the lovely morning searching up the high tide line. As usual, I didn't find that much up there because I didn't expect to. The sand's all been moved around a lot up there. And the afternoon session, well, what can we say about that? Very few finds, very disappointing. All the gullies at the bottom of the beach, which I expected to have been opened up with the storms, all we filled in with soft slushy sands, so nothing was found in them, so I have to move back up into the shingle patches again. And the capital had the hailstorm in the end of the day there, and that just chased me off the beach earlier than I intended. But wasn't going to hang around. It felt like it was getting hit by 1,000 elastic bands all at one time, and the noise was just unbelievable on the headset. So as far as the finds were concerned, I thought things were going to go a bit awry today, and they did, because even the junk finds, as you can see here, Very few. And when you get very few junk finds, it means that the beach has been completely cleared. You guys look at the video, you can see that the sand has just been washed back onto the beach in some areas, and it's just been pulled off and filled into the bottom gullies and in other areas. So it wasn't a good day for detecting, and the promise was there at the start. So you can see you got a few ring pulls, a few bits and pieces, but old pair of sunglasses, but very disappointing, especially with the finds. Very few coins, very few finds at all. We've got a pile of coins, 20 maybe, if that, which is disappointing for me at Bournemouth. I've got stainless steel ring with Capricorn sign on it. I got a other thing here which I thought was a gold ring, just a piece of gold plated pipe. Got my heart going when I saw it in the scoop. And the silver ring, which is a reasonable drop around those bottles. So one little tip for you guys is when you're looking on the beach and you see signs of activity, these bottles there, lots of footprints, even a bit of a trouser fastening, which was a clue as well, because some lads have been messing about there. I think that's how I've managed to zero in on that nice ring there. And the Bling Bling, the Bling earring is actually being discoloured. The salt water is already having an effect on it. It's going like a yellowy colour until it's just a bit of cheap tap. And the Odessa pendant. What more you can say about that? Bit of stainless steel with true independence and Odessa on the side of it. So overall, very disappointing. I thought with the low tide I would have been on a winner, but obviously, as you all know about detecting, you never can tell till you actually get down there. So we'll be going down there for the next low tide. There's one at the end of this month, which is a 0.2 tide, so hopefully conditions will be a bit better. So it's your pal Mal signing off now. Catch you on the next one. Cheers guys. Well guys, there's a shout out to our buddy on YouTube there, Max Benz over in Virginia Beach. I've got a WhatsApp for you. Now, not sure what this is, but I nearly forgot about it. It's it's rock hard. This concretion is. Hope I'm not deafening you guys. Well guys, just a quick change of hammers there. The rubber hammer wasn't for shifting it, so try a bit more here. Oh, it's just all broke up. I can see what it is. I can see what it is. Top of a bottle opener. It's definitely not for. It's rock hard, yeah. I don't know if you can see there, it's a top of a bottle opener. Well, that's one for Max Benz over in Virginia Beach. We opened it up for you, mate. Cheers, guys.